What up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it, because it does help my channel. And check out the playlist where I have all the videos and their own folders. Makes the video looking for a lot easier. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the tattoos, right? I got asked by one of my subscribers about, tattoo video and everything like that. Now, I can't speak about like what certain tattoos mean and etc. and stuff like that. Those are just topics that I can't discuss. But I decided to do a more of a different kind of tattoo video than the one that people are seeking, which is, why do gang members get the tattoos? Like, what does the tattoos mean? Now, certain tattoos have meaning to them that I can't discuss, but tattoos, homies get tattoos, is never done to try to look tough. It's never done to like try to look down or to scare people, intimidate people. That's not why homies get tattoos. Now, there's such a thing as a fake gangster. The fake homies, the fake wannabes, they get tattoos for those reasons, to try to intimidate, to look tough, but that's not why a real G gets tattoos. Any real homie could tell you that. No real homie likes to be flossing his tattoos and showing them off, even though I have gotten people in the comments saying that, Victor, you're trying to show your tattoo. That's never, I don't even notice shit like that, you know what I mean? That's why I never talk about my tattoos. You know what I mean? Real homies ain't, trying to floss them out or show them off and shit like that, you know what I mean? Those are wannabes that try to do that. Real homie don't gotta be putting up these facades and, acts, I guess you could say. Cause look, and believe me when I say this, you guys know I never bullshit you guys right here. I always tell you how it is. There is vatos out there that will get tattoos on their faces, on their heads, all over, just to put up an act, my boy. Like they look like they're some killers, but I seen homies with tattoos on their heads, faces, and get on their knees, my boy, and cry, dog. I seen vatos blasted that ranked it. And I'm not making this shit up. You guys could ask, gang members that and they'll tell you I ain't making this shit up. There's fools that will go to the extreme and get everything tattooed to try to put up an act, my boy. But see, here's the thing, though. When you're dealing with actual individuals from the streets, we could see right through that, homie. We could see through the disguise. You're not gonna be able to fool homies that are really from the calles. You're not gonna be able to fool that. People that are not gang related or don't come from this gangster world or live in different locations, to them, yes, this facade will work on them. They'll think that guy's a real gang member, a killer. But to the ones that are really from the streets, now, I'm not saying that everyone that has tattoos like that are fake. No, because there's homies that are really, really witty that are blasted like that. But I'm saying that we'll be able to tell the difference between the ones that are really about the business and the ones that are not, you know what I mean? Because the ones that are, have it blasted like all over and everything like that, they're not going to be trying to put up the stunt. Like when they show up to the party, they're going to be removing that way everyone could see their tattoos. And, they ain't going to be acting like that. They ain't going to be putting up that kind of facade, a real homie that's all blasted like that will go about it like if he even forgets that he has tattoos, you know what I mean? He's just himself. He doesn't have to put up an act to nobody. He ain't trying to pretend or try to impress anybody or try to scare anybody. You know what I mean? He just carries himself like if, like normal, like if he even forgets that he has tattoos. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to put up this act. But when you see fools that roll up to some place and just remove their shirts or whatever and try to it's like, wow, this fool's trying way too hard right here, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's like those tactics don't work. Look, the thing with tattoos and everything like that, when you're dealing with people that are actually coming from the streets, my boy, all those tattoos are not gonna scare a real motherfucker that's from the streets, homie. Those tattoos are not gonna scare. And it's not going to impress us, homie. You get what I'm saying? When you live this life, you're not going to be impressed by all that. And you're not going to be intimidated by it either. You know what I mean? Homies get it cracking like when motherfuckers have issues. You know what I mean? They're not going to shy away from pedos. They don't give a fuck how many tattoos you have. A homie's going to run up. He's going to run up. You can have 1 million tattoos. You can have 0 tattoos. All of that is irrelevant. The reason why homies get tattoos is, one, because they like the artwork and and stuff like that. That's what they want to get, you know what I mean? Some have meaning to it, But overall, when it comes to gang related tattoos, they get it because they have pride and love for their neighborhoods. You know, kind of like when people want to get their last name or their son's name or their parents' name, because you know that's where they you know, that's what they love and cherish. Same with a gang member. The love that I guess gang members are supposed to have towards their families. The fact that the family's absent in their life and there's rifts in their adolescence. Instead of channeling all that love and bonding with the family, they attach it to the gang because they feel like they don't have the family, that they feel a disconnection there. So they choose to store all their emotions towards the gang. That's why homies get offended and mad when they disrespect. It's like if somebody were to disrespect your parents or your last name, you would get offended. You would get mad because you have pride in in you know your family and you know in your parents. Same. That's how neighborhoods, exactly how people feel for their families and parents, is how homies feel about their neighborhoods. Because that's where we store all our emotions in, because we don't store them in our family because we come from broken homes. You know what I mean? Some people store it in sports. Some people store, you know, depending where people want to channel their other emotions into. That's why it means a lot to them, because they have an emotional attachment to it. That's why they get, you know, mad when people be dissing them and shit like that. So when they get the tattoos, that's basically what it goes down to. It's like your last name, or you know what I mean, is the pride and the honor and all of that. But like I said, you will get some people that try to fit in. You know what I mean? The reason, and I'm telling you, they'll go to the extreme, head, faces, and everything. I have had them even from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Homies that get blasted and really ain't about the business, you know. And there's punishment for that, because in certain neighborhoods you have to earn your tattoos. There's some individuals that will go and get it done without earning it, and there's consequences for that. You know what I mean? You gotta earn them. If not, you know, not all neighborhoods, you know, some of them hand it away like if it's candy. But in some neighborhoods, you know, like in my neighborhood, you gotta earn your tattoos. You can't just get it just because you got jumped in. You gotta earn your tattoos. Then homie's gonna question. And a lot of neighborhoods do that. Like, homie, what the fuck? Just forgot the neighborhood. What did he do? What has he done for the hood? You know what I'm saying? But there is individuals that'll go and do it behind people's backs, and you know, the ones that really don't come to the hood and just, you know what I mean, probably ain't even really from the hood. There's claimers out there that will get you know what I mean, and try to play the act. But here's the beauty about the lies. The lies are always gonna catch up to you, homie, and they're always gonna come. You can't hide from the truth, dog. It's only a matter of time. People could live it lovely and climb ladders and everything, but it's only a matter of time. They're rolling on borrowed time, homie. Because once the truth hits, all that shit's gonna blow up. On everything I love, I guarantee it. It never fails. That's the beauty about the truth. I be telling individuals. Let me tell you something. A homie will respect an individual if he tells us, "Hey, homie, I'm not down. Like, I'm not really with it. You know what I mean? I'm not about that life." We will respect and honor a homie more that he's you know, telling us that he's not about it, and that, you know, he's just there to chill. Like, you could kick it with homies. You don't have to be a gang member. You know what I mean? You don't have to get into the gang. You know, we respect and give every man the respect. You know what I'm saying? But to try to play the act just to fit in and shit like that, no one's gonna give you respect for that shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would respect the man more if he tells me that he's not about it than somebody that pretends that he's about it and then he's really not about it. You get what I mean? Because at least this individual came and told me straight up from the gates what it was. You know what I mean? He didn't try to, you know, play or no game. You know what I mean? He came like a man, straightforward. So other motherfucker playing all this goofy shit. So there is individuals that will go and get tattoos in there and try to show them off. Homie, you're not gonna impress a real gang member. You're not gonna intimidate us. You're not gonna wow us. You're not gonna do none of that. Those are all games that real homies from the streets could see right through that. You know what I mean? It's not that homies hate. It's that they could see the games that are being played. You know what I mean? You know, we are growing up all the time around us. All that there is nothing but gang members. We're gonna be able to tell when a motherfucker's a real gang member when he's not. You know what I mean? But to the people that are not from the streets and don't come from there, they don't know that. You know what I mean? So they go based on what they look like or how they sound and shit like that. But real motherfuckers know how real homies act. So all this wolfing online and all this tattoos and everything, to a real homie, we can see right through all those games. But to the people that are not from the streets, they don't know. They don't know, and they think that that's how it is. So therefore, they choose to believe them more than a homie that's actually telling you how it is. Not that they're hating on them. Is that, trust me, they could see right through the games. You know what I mean? Those tattoos and that tough talk, it's not gonna fool nobody that's really from the streets. You know, that's just the honest truth about it. You know what I mean? You know, because he was saying, like, you know, that the homie that asked me about this video, he was talking about this one I don't know if he was like a Japanese gangster or something like that. Like, oh yeah, he's a real gangster, whatever. But then he was talking about that, but I think he had snitched on his brother or something like that. He was telling me. But he fell for like the disguise, and it's like, you know, that's why I wanted to do this video. Like, nah, just because they have all those tattoos doesn't mean anything. And, you know, and try to maybe now understand to the homie, Kenny. He's a subscriber of mine. He's feed me cat, man. Always has, you know, he always be showing love. So I hope this video helps you understand, my boy. And there is individuals that go to that extreme and do really tattoo something that can't be removed just to put up an act, my boy. Trust me, I seen it. I have had them from my hood. They used to be. You know what I mean? I know what I'm telling you. Some guys are really good at lying and really good with their mouths, my boy. But that, like I have always said this, and I learned this a long time ago, is that it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out, homie. So, word of advice, just don't lie, tell it how it is. People are going to respect your opinion and whatnot, you know what I mean? Because you can't be mad at somebody for telling you their honest, you know, what the honest, you know, the honest truth of how they behave, their behavior, or their meaning, or whatever, you know what I mean? You can't be mad at the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can only respect that shit. So when fools try to lie, for whatever reason, I honestly don't know what people get out of lying. I'll never understand that. I just can't wrap my head around it. Because even the reasons they give is never a good reason. But I don't know. Everybody's different. But maybe this video will help you understand now. But that's my opinion. Shadow, we out.